Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Unfolded. Today, we're going deep into one of the most exciting smartphones of the year, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now, I'm not just here to list the specs you've already seen on Apple's website. Instead, I want to take you on a journey. What it actually feels like to live with this phone in the USA in 2025. Whether you're a student, a gamer, a business professional, or just someone who loves Apple's ecosystem, this review will help you decide if this phone is worth the upgrade, or if you should save your money. So grab your coffee, relax, and let's unfold the iPhone 17 Pro Max together. When you first pick up the iPhone 17 Pro Max, the first thing you notice is the titanium frame. It feels solid, like holding a premium watch or a piece of jewelry. Apple managed to make the phone lighter than the 16 Pro Max, but it still feels substantial in the hand. The new matte finish on the back doesn't just look sleek, it also resists fingerprints way better than last year's model. I've been using it in the new midnight titanium color, and trust me, it turns heads. People actually stop and ask, "Hey, is that the new iPhone?" And in the US, let's be honest, the iPhone isn't just a phone, it's a status symbol. The bezels are thinner, giving you more screen without making the phone feel oversized. If you're upgrading from an iPhone 13 or 14, you'll instantly notice how modern and futuristic this looks. The 6.9-inch OLED display is just stunning. Watching Netflix or YouTube on this screen feels like carrying around a mini cinema. The 120Hz refresh rate makes scrolling through TikTok or Instagram buttery smooth, and the brightness levels are insane. I took it outside on a bright sunny afternoon here in California, and the screen was still perfectly visible. This isn't just marketing hype, Apple really nailed outdoor visibility this time. Gamers will love the smooth frame rates, and if you're into content creation, the color accuracy is professional grade. If you're editing photos or videos for school projects or even freelance work, this screen won't let you down. Now let's talk about performance, because this is where Apple flexes. The new A19 Pro chip is an absolute beast. Running on 3nm architecture, it's not just powerful, it's efficient. In day-to-day use, apps open instantly. Multitasking is smooth. I tried editing a 4K video on LumaFusion while switching between Spotify, Safari, and Messages, and there wasn't a single hiccup. Gamers, you're going to love this. Call of Duty, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, all run at max settings, and the phone barely heats up thanks to the improved cooling system. Apple even introduced hardware-level ray tracing this year, which means shadows and reflections in games look console-level. And if you're a student, imagine running your entire digital life, notes, research, online classes, FaceTime, and social media, all on this one device without breaking a sweat. Alright, let's get to the cameras, because this is always the star of the show. The iPhone 17 Pro Max comes with a triple camera setup, a 48-megapixel wide, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and a brand new 12-megapixel telephoto with 6x optical zoom. Now, what does that mean in real life? I went out to the Golden Gate Bridge, snapped some shots from across the bay, and with that 6x zoom, the detail was just incredible. You can literally read signs from a distance without the photo looking like a blurry mess. Low light? The night mode has taken another leap forward. I walked into a dimly lit cafe, took a photo of my latte art, and the iPhone made it look like it was taken under studio lights. But video is where the iPhone still crushes the competition. Apple added 8K video recording, and if you're into content creation for YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, this phone can literally replace your camera. The stabilization is rock solid, cinematic mode looks like Hollywood, and audio capture is cleaner than ever. So how's the battery life? Apple claims, all-day battery, but what does that really mean? In my daily testing, with social media, music, a bit of gaming, lots of camera use, I got through an entire day with about 25% left. That's around 8 to 9 hours of screen on time, which is very solid. Charging has also improved. Wired charging is now up to 45 watts, meaning you can go from 0 to 50% in under 30 minutes. MagSafe is still here, and it's gotten a little faster too. For someone in the US who's constantly on the go, commuting, attending classes, working long shifts, this phone will keep up without forcing you to carry around a charger at all times. Now let's talk software, because iOS 19 makes the iPhone 17 feel like a whole new device.
The biggest change? Siri is finally smart. Apple added generative AI features, so Siri can now handle more complex tasks. You can ask it to draft emails, summarize long articles, or even create a shopping list based on your recent texts. The lock screen customization has also been improved. You can set multiple lock screens for different scenarios, like work, gym, or study. And Apple doubled down on privacy, which, let's be honest, is a huge deal for American users who care about security. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room: price. The iPhone 17 Pro Max starts at $1,299 in the US. That's not cheap, and for many people, it's a big investment. But here's the thing: if you're upgrading from an older iPhone, the carrier deals in the US are very aggressive. AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile are offering up to $800 trade-in credits. That means you could potentially get this phone for under $500, depending on what you're trading in. So yes, it's premium, but with the right plan, it becomes much more accessible. So, is the iPhone 17 Pro Max worth it? If you're on an iPhone 14 or older, the jump is massive. You'll see better cameras, better battery, a stronger design, and features that truly feel next-gen. If you're on a 15 or 16 Pro Max, the upgrade is less dramatic, but for hardcore gamers, photographers, and creators, it still might be worth it. At the end of the day, this is Apple at its best. It's not just a smartphone, it's a lifestyle device, one that can replace your camera, your gaming console, and in some cases, even your laptop. So tell me in the comments, are you buying the iPhone 17 Pro Max, or are you waiting for the iPhone 18? Thanks for watching Tech Unfolded. Don't forget to hit that like button.